Kamdeva is burnt, an appeasement of Shiva's anger. Story 57-58. Hello, namaste and welcome to the next story from Shiva Purana. Brahmaji said, Hey Muni Narada. Kamdeva arrived at the place where Trilokinath was deep in meditation. Kamdeva used his arrow on Shiva. This ignited some feelings of love in Shiva's heart towards Parvati, and his mind started wandering away from meditation. This surprised Shiva, and he started thinking, why couldn't he concentrate anymore? What kind of a hindrance is this in my meditation? Thinking this, Shiva started looking all around. All the directions shook as Shiva laid his eyes on it. And then Shiva saw Kama hiding. Kama was prepared to shoot another arrow, but Shivji was extremely angry. Although Kama shot his arrow, but since Shiva was so agitated that it had no effect on Shiva. As soon as the arrow reached Shiva, it was destroyed, and this scene scared Kama, so much so that he started shaking. He started recalling Indra and other devtas for help. All the devtas arrived and started praying and praising Shiva. As they were all praying to Shiva, Shiva's third eye in between his eyebrows opened, and fire started coming out of it. The fire first flew towards the sky and then, in a split second, came back on the earth. Then it started lighting up in circles. Before the Indradev or Devtas could appease Shiva, the fire burnt Kama to ashes. Devtas felt very guilty that because of them, Kama had to face Shiva's anger. Parvati and her friends were scared at this sight. They froze in fear. Parvati immediately left for her home along with her friends. Kamdeva's wife, Rati, fainted. When she came back to her senses, she started crying and blaming the Devtas for the death of her husband. Seeing her disturbed, all the animals and plants were sad. Indra started calming down Rati. Devtas requested Rati to keep her husband's ashes and asked her not to be scared. They pacified her and said, Bhagwan Shiva will definitely revive Kama. They told her, in this universe, whatever happens is predestined, so don't be sad. Bhagwan Shiva will surely help. After assuring Devi Rati, the Devtas went to Shiva and said, O Trilokinath, lover of your devotees, please reconsider your anger on Kama. He was not doing this for himself. There was no personal benefit involved in this for Kama. O Supreme Lord, we have all been troubled by Tadakasur. He took control of our kingdom and banished us from Swarg. So in order to destroy Tadakasur, Kama disturbed you. The Almighty Sadashiv said, Due to my anger, I have burnt Kama with my third eye. This cannot be changed, but Kama will be born again. Then he went on to say, when Vishnu is reincarnated in form of Krishna and he marries Rukmani, then Kama will be born out of their union. He will be named Pradyumna. Soon after his birth, Pradyumna will be kidnapped by an asur named Shambar and thrown in the ocean. Devi Rati, until that time, you will have to reside in Shambar's town. You will meet Kama in the town, in that particular town, and at that time, Kama will be known as Pradyumna. And Shamsasur will be killed by Pradyumna in that town. Hearing the words of Shiva, Devtas were happy, and they said, Devadidev, Shiva, please revive Kama, and until he is reborn, please protect Devi Rati. Hearing the words of Devtas, large-hearted Shiva said, I'll definitely revive Kama. Until his rebirth, he will be a part of my Ganas, and he will be happy there. Now all of you go back home. Then Mahadev disappeared. Devtas felt assured and tension-free. Then they assured Devi Rati and returned. Devi Rati went to the city where Shambar resided as per Shiva's instructions and started waiting for the coming of Pradyumna. After that, Brahmaji said, "Hey Narada, when Bhagwan Shankar opened his third eye and burnt Kama, then all the living beings of the universe started shaking in fear. They all came to me to request me to calm down Shiva. After hearing everything, I went to Supreme Lord Shiva, where I saw that Bhagwan Shankar was very angry. His anger was in the seventh heaven. Shiva was burning in anger, and I caught that fire in my hands and went to the ocean. On seeing me, the sea took the form of a man and asked me how could he help. Then Brahmaji said, 'Hey Sagar, fire from Bhagwan Shiva's third eye has burnt Kama to ashes. That's why I have brought this fire to you. Hey King of the Seas, I request that until the time of great cosmic destruction of earth comes, keep this fire within you. When I ask you to release Agni, then only do so. So please keep it safe until then.' So the sea took the Agni inside. And then Brahmaji went back. That's all for my story today. I'll come with the next story tomorrow. See you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.